The Golden State Warriors were so bad at basketball tonight that it cost us a 6x payout. What I'm talking about is, Kevin Durant went over his PRA line. My best play of the night hit easy. All right. Josh Giddey went over his points and assists line, so that hit. Jock Landale didn't play today, so that pick is voided. Jaden McDaniels, terrible start to the first half. We had PRA over 21.5. Terrible first half. Turns it up in the third quarter. He gets to 20. And so I'm like, all right, fourth quarter, hold on tight. We just need 2 more stats. 1 more basket, 2 more assists, an assist and a rebound, 2 rebounds, whatever that may be. We needed 2. And when I saw the score was out of reach, it was almost a 30-point game at one point. I could just feel it. It was gone, and certainly it was. We went 2-1 yesterday, this close to a cash out. That's how it was on NFL Sunday too. I've been so close. The last 7 days, I've been really, really good. Been dialing it in. I hit this 4-man last week in the NBA, so I've been on the pulse. I cashed out last NFL Sunday, not this week before, but last week as well. I've been on a great run in the NBA too. 16-5 now. No, 16-6 now in the NBA in my last 22 picks. So we're on fire right now in terms of picks. We're just not hitting the cash out right now. All right. But I have 4 picks for you all tonight for NBA Tuesday, guys. And you can take your picks all on Novig. Guys, if you're not on Novig, it's a new up-and-coming betting platform. If you guys aren't signed up, you can use my code TEACH10 to sign up. You'll get a 50% deposit match up to $25 max for free. So when you deposit $25 into the app, you'll get $50 cash to use in Novig. Go on there. I've been using Novig for the past few weeks now and then recently partnered with them. They've been absolutely incredible. Love the new platform. Always looking to try out new betting platforms as they arise. As there are many coming up now. So, been loving Novig, so get on there. Lots of free value on Novig. And if you're not on Novig, you can also hop on over to Chalkboard as well. Chalkboard is giving a lot of free value. When you guys use my code TEACH10, same code as before, to sign up to Chalkboard, you'll get a free pick and a 100% deposit match, right? Also, Chalkboard hands out profit boosts like they're candy. They do daily drops every day where they're handing out profit boosts left and right. I've gotten some 50% profit boosts on there. It's pretty incredible what they're giving out. I'm almost like, really? You're giving out 50% profit boosts that often? So go get on Chalkboard, man. It's been incredible to use. So links for both Chalkboard and Novig will be in the description of this video below, so you can find that there. Easy to find, easy to sign up. All right, let's get into tonight's picks. Let's not get too bogged down. All right. Starting us off for this NBA Tuesday, we have Josh Hart under 17.5 points and assists. All right. What I like about this play for Josh Hart, he's hitting 6 of his last 10. He had a 4-game stretch where he went over in a row. Now he's gone 5 games in a row under the line and just went under last game with 17 combined. So he had 10 points and 7 assists. And as you can see here, yes, he's failed in 5 straight games, only averaging 14.4 points and assists per game. So we like that for as of recently. Plays a ton of minutes, really, which kind of would make me nervous about this play. Shoots decently well from 3, but doesn't take a ton of shots. Doesn't shoot particularly well from the field overall. Gets decent assist attempts, so kind of makes you want to steer away from this pick and go over, right? Well, that would be the case because they're going up against the Sacramento Kings, right, who are 27th in the league in points allowed and 21st in the league in assists allowed. Not very good. Well, against the shooting guard position, they're one of the best in the league. Top 8 in both categories, only giving up 26 points per game to shooting guards and 6 assists allowed per game to shooting guards. A very favorable matchup for this under for Josh Hart. I know, bit of a weird play. The Knicks are one of the best teams in the league. The Kings, not at all. Why would you go under? Well, this is what we've been kind of digging into the past week, is finding these favorable matchups, even though when at the position level, even though in the entire game the matchup might not be as favorable overall for the pick that we're taking, right? The Knicks are a very good team, score a lot of points, defend very well too. Kings quite do the opposite, honestly, but they do have one strong point, and that's they defend shooting guards very well. Well, that's where Josh Hart's position at and where he mostly plays off of the wing. So I'm going to trust my gut on this one and go under in a spot where you would probably want to go over for pretty much every Knicks player that plays and steps foot on that court. So we're going under with this pick for Josh Hart. Heading into pick number 2, Mitchell Robinson, over 9.5 rebounds and assists in this game. So I just talked about unders and now going over with Mitchell Robinson because he has a very favorable matchup in this spot for his rebounds and assists. Why? Well, like we just mentioned, the Kings, terrible at defending assists. They're also terrible at defending rebounds too. They're just terrible at everything. And against centers, they are one of the worst. Second worst in the league in rebounds allowed to centers, and 22nd in the league in assists allowed to centers. They almost give up 4 assists per game to centers. That's actually incredible. And then giving up over, 14.5 rebounds per game to centers. Mitchell Robinson eats up on the glass whenever he's on the court. He's hit this line of 9.5 in 8 of his last 10 games, where he had a 7-game stretch where he hit in a row. Missed 1 game and then went for 10 rebounds a few nights ago against the 76ers. So I absolutely love this. Dude only plays like 21, 22 minutes a game, right? He kind of played a few less in these last few games, but he still manages to go over. I mean, a game where he had 14 rebounds. It's crazy. 2 games where he's had 14 rebounds. It's unreal. So pretty much can get double-digit rebounds on his own, right? He gets 14 rebound chances per game. And he's snatching up a good percentage of those too. So he's a big dude, a lot of range, big wingspan, can grab the ball, strong player too. So I absolutely love that. He's got sticky hands coming off the glass. As you can see here, he's actually gone over in 8 of his last 9. And in those games, he's averaging 11.4 rebounds and assists per game. So I love this spot for Mitchell Robinson to go over his line, unlike Josh Hart's under in his line. All right, so those are the first 2 picks. Before we get into the next 2 picks, and one of them being my best play of the day, guys, if you're not on my free Winible store, go ahead and sign up. The link is in the description below. It's totally free. You get my best play every single day for free before the YouTube video comes out. I post it out there about like an hour ahead before the YouTube video drops, sometimes even earlier, depending on my schedule, but typically late in the evening. I want to get those picks out to you all early so you guys can have them, digest them, use them as you want. The earlier, the better for you all. All right? Completely, totally free. I have VIP picks that are paid as well for weekly and monthly options. Those are available, but I'm not asking you to pay to do this. I just simply want you to sign up for free so you can get notifications of when I'm posting my free plays, and then I will also post when the YouTube video goes live on my Winnable store as well so you can get notified there too. All right? So go check out my Winnable store, link in the description of the video. Now, pick number 3. We're going with Zach LaVine over 18.5 points and assists. He's gone over this 18.5 line in 8 of his last 10 games, where he's averaging just over 20 points and assists per game. You see here he had a stretch of 7 games in a row hitting, right, kind of consistently over. Had a bad game in his last outing against the Cavs, right, where he only played 22 minutes. So you kind of said he's had this kind of decrease in minutes as of recently, but still averaging over 30 minutes in the last 10 games. All right, shooting about 48% from the field, not terrible, but shooting 43% from 3, so that helps make up for it. He's made 2 3-pointers at least in his last 8 games. So if we don't get 2 threes out of him, this is what I did to Duncan Robinson last week. Dude, I cursed him. Duncan Robinson went like 5 games in a row where he made like 4 threes, and he only made like 2 the next day, and if he made like 1 more 3, would have hit. So I'm probably gonna do the same thing here and curse Zach LaVine's 3-point shooting. But if he doesn't make at least 2 3-pointers, you guys can directly blame me. Yeah. But anyways, Zach LaVine also has a favorable matchup in this game against the Knicks, right? I love how I picked all 3 of these picks from the same game, but that's just what I was seeing. That's what I liked. So Knicks are top 10 in both points and assists allowed per game giving up only 113 points per game and 25 assists per game. So very good defensively, the Knicks team, as I was talking about a little bit earlier. But against the shooting guard position, a big weak spot for them. So unlike the Kings, who defend the shooting guard position well, the Knicks are actually a very good team, but do not defend the shooting guard position very well. All right, 20th in the league in points allowed. They're giving up close to 30 points per game to shooting guards. 23rd in the league in assists allowed, giving up almost 7 assists per game to this position. A perfect matchup for Zach LaVine to at least get his share, right? Playing very well recently. Looking to come back with a strong outing against the Knicks. I think should be a decent competition. Knicks will probably win, most likely, but Zach LaVine's going to get his share, and that's all we really care about, okay? So, those are the first 3 picks. Now, for my favorite free play of the night for you all, it is Zion Williamson over 29.5 points, rebounds, and assists. What I love about this play, well, not only is it getting favored up a ton on a bunch of different apps, like minus 190 on Sleeper, 175 on Flip, 145 on DraftKings. Not only are we getting great value out of it, he's gone over the line in 7 of his last 10 games. And he's kind of had these spurts where it's kind of you hit a couple and lose a couple, hit a couple, lose a couple, where I think we're still on the hit a couple, 39 combined and 38 combined in his last 2 games, going for 24 points, get double-double in back-to-back games. I think he's looking to ride that again. It will be tough in this matchup against the Thunder. I am not going to lie. But Zion's gone over this line in 5 of his last 6 games for his bottom 10 defenses for rebounds allowed. And in those 6 games, 34.3 points, rebounds, and assists per game in that stretch. So well over the line of 29.5, right? Hitting 5 of these 6 against the Thunder. The Thunder, the best team in terms of points allowed, 5th best in assists allowed, don't defend rebounds very well, right? Like they mentioned in this stat right here. But going to the power forward position, it is so bad. So bad. Who did we take like 3 or 4 days ago? We took a player with the same matchup. I can't remember who it was. I think it was Siakam. Right? Yeah, we took Siakam and he went over, right? We're doing the same thing here with Zion. I think I've kind of found this just like, I'm sure everyone knows about this, the Thunder weakness who researches their picks on Outlier, but they just don't defend power forwards well, and it kind of proves. I took the Siakam play. He went over handsomely. So doing the same thing with Zion. 20th in the league in points allowed, 27th in the league in rebounds allowed, 25th in the league in assists allowed. Giving up a double-double to the power forward position. Zion just had back-to-back double-doubles in the last 10, right? 24 and 11, 24 and 10, and both 4 assists as well. This is a no-brainer. I hit on the spot last week was with Siakam. I'm going back to the well with Zion, who's on a hot streak in his last couple of games, back-to-back double-doubles. The Thunder give up a double-double average to this position. It's a match made in heaven. That's why it's my favorite play of the night. All right. So those are my 4 picks. Quickly recapping the 4-man: Josh Hart under 17.5 points and assists. Mitchell Robinson over 9.5 rebounds and assists. Zach LaVine over 18.5 points and assists. And Zion Williamson over 29.5 points, rebounds, and assists. So those are my 4 plays of the night. Thank you all for watching. I really do enjoy y'all support. Guys, if you are not signed up to Pikkit, you guys need to sign up immediately, because Pikkit puts all of your sportsbooks data into one app where you can see your combined record, all of your balances. So you're not juggling between all these different apps. You can just go to one spot to see it all. And Pikkit's actually paying new users to sign up. I know, it sounds crazy. There's no catch at all, nothing fishy about it. They just want to bring new users onto their platform because it's been so good. They'll either give you $3 or $100 deposit into your Venmo or PayPal. All you have to do is download the Pikkit app, use my code TEACH10, and sync up a sportsbook that has 10 more bets placed on it, and you will get that deposit. So I don't know about you, but I like free money. You like free money. Free chance at $100. Even if you don't get $100, you get $3. Throw it on a crazy parlay, and you could maybe retire. How about that? All right. Thank you all for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe if you do enjoy these videos, as I love putting this content out for you every single day. So been loving giving out picks lately. It's been a ton of fun trying to continue. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you tomorrow for more NBA picks.